Using a 22mm socket, let's go ahead and remove the lug nuts. We'll take the wheel off. And repeat for the other side. All right, we're going to use a small tipped punch. I'm going to go ahead to these factory fender rivets here. I'm going to line that up in there, and then we're just going to tap it with a hammer and punch out the center of that rivet. Do that for all three here. You're going to repeat for the other side. On our particular model, there is only one factory clip here and two replacements. So we're just going to use one of our pry tools here and just pop these out. And then we'll go ahead and use our punch and pop this one out. With the core of the rivet popped out, go ahead and use your pry tool. You can pull out the remainder part of the button and do this for all of these units here. Using our trim tool remover, we're going to go ahead and remove these plastic push pins. We'll go ahead and remove this shroud now. And we'll go ahead and set this aside. We're now going to go ahead and remove the 13mm bolts holding the grill. On the left-hand side, underneath the headlamp, there is a 10mm bolt right here, and there's one over to the right. Use our 10mm and an extension. Go ahead and remove these bolts. I'm going to use a small screwdriver just to get in the back and capture that bolt. On the inside of the wheel well area, there's going to be an access panel, and it actually says up. Go ahead and reach in here, snap it up, pull the bottom, and then pull it back down. This is going to give you access to the back side of the headlamp assembly. You're going to use a 10mm socket extension and ratchet, and go up inside and remove the nut on the back side. So now what you want to do is get a hold of the headlamp and pull it straight forward. You're going to do so by putting your fingers around the edges of the light and on the edge of the fender, and try and give it a quick tug forward, like so. You now go ahead and separate the lamp from the vehicle. On the backs here, we have our red locks. I'm going to go ahead and just twist those up using a screwdriver or a pry tool. Once that's up, we want to go ahead and pinch the tab, wiggle it, and pull that off. You want to do the same for this connector as well. And repeat for the other side. On the bottom side of the grill, there are these retainer brackets. You can remove the plastic insert pin right here. Using your trim tool remover, get behind the button here. You can work that out. And you want to pop that out and pull the back side out with it. And repeat for the other side.
Using a pair of pliers, I want to go ahead and squeeze these spring tabs right here. And pull the grill forward, repeat for the lower one. Let's go ahead and do this for the other side. With all the clips and tabs removed, go ahead and grab the grill, set it aside. So now we have all these little retainer tabs. Just gonna unlock the bumper from this, work our way around to the passenger side. Using a 10mm socket and a 10mm wrench, I put the wrench on the backside nut. I'm going to go ahead and remove this bolt. I'm going to go ahead and repeat for the other side. I'm going to go ahead and pull the bumper off here and work our way around to the passenger side. Work that off. I'm going to go ahead and line up the bumper, kind of set that in place. I'm going to come around to the outside edge here. I want to get this installed around the fender well here. Once we get this lined up on the inside, we'll just work our way around the front. As we work the bumper in, I want to go ahead and get these locked in to the tabs and work our way around. So installing the grill, you want to make sure that these plastic push pins are in place. And we're going to line these up onto the body. And push them in. And make sure the top one is pushed in. Now we're going to loosely install our upper grill bolts, put a little bit of anti-seize compound on there, and get the thread started. Repeat for the other three. I'm going to go ahead and snug these bolts down. Taking our plastic pin inserts, going to line that up, push that in, and get that button pushed in. I'm going to repeat for the other side. Go ahead and take your bolt and washer, feed it through the front, and get your nut and thread that on the other side. Go ahead and tighten that bolt. And repeat for the other side. Now let's go ahead and install our push pin retainers here. And repeat for the other side. So I want to go ahead and reconnect our connectors. We're going to start with our rectangular unit here. Let's go ahead and get this other light lined up. Press that down. Once that's locked into place, I'm going to go ahead and line this up. What we're going to do is we're going to reach right up in here and we're going to go ahead and get that nut started back on the stud. We're not going to tighten it down, we just want to get it on a few threads. Using a 10mm socket and extension, I'll go ahead and thread that bolt in a few threads. Don't want to tighten it down yet. Once you have that bolt started, let's repeat for the other side. Now that we have both bolts started, we can now go ahead and snug the two lower bolts down. And now we're going to go ahead and hand snug up this nut on the back side. And then we'll go ahead and snug it up with our ratchet. Installation of this panel, insert the tabs on the top first, push it up, press it in, and then down. You'll see that lock into place. And repeat for the other side. I'm going to go ahead and install our wheel and get the lug nut started. And once these are all on, we're going to go ahead and snug it down. And get the lug nut started by hand. And we'll go ahead and get these snugged down. Go ahead and torque the wheel down to 135 foot-pounds. And repeat for the other side. Let's go ahead and install our grill cover. We'll go ahead and get our tabs locked underneath the grill as we slide this into place. And then we'll go ahead and install our push pins.